Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Steve with Rake and Profit, and over the last 12 months, I've sold a little over $300,000 on Amazon FBA doing retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. And in this video, I want to share the top 5 products I recommend, the top 5 categories that I believe is best for new sellers, because there's a ton of different categories you can get into selling on Amazon, but a lot of them are maybe higher risk, or it's a lot more money to get started with because the cost of goods is just going to be higher. I want to share my top 5 categories or types of products that I would recommend selling. So if you're ready to rock and roll and get into this video, let's jump right in. So product number 1 is definitely books. For anybody who knows my story, I helped my mom, she's 68 years old, to start selling books a little over 8 years ago. It's crazy how time has just flown by. She goes to places like, thrift stores, Goodwill, Savers, Salvation Army. She also goes to garage sales. She's gone to flea markets with me, auctions. There's a lot of different places that you can buy books. And one of the reasons I love recommending that most people start with books, and that's how I started, is because they're dirt cheap. They're pretty much everywhere. Most people don't think they're very valuable. They're easy to ship, and the profit margins are extremely high, very, very high. I've helped hundreds of thousands of people to start selling books. And if you're interested in starting a book business, I've got a free 5-day workshop down below. So definitely start there, go through that workshop. It's about 5 hours. It's very comprehensive. I could probably sell it for $1,000, but I'm giving it away 100% free to be able to help you out. So definitely check that out. Product number 2 is a great stepping stone from books because it's still the media category. And that's going to be DVDs. Now, I love DVDs because a lot of people can't sell them, because on Amazon, there's certain products that you actually need to get ungated in, which means Amazon wants you to go out to a distributor, prove that you purchased from them with an invoice, submit it to Amazon, and then you could actually sell that product. It's very easy. A lot of people think that it's super complicated. A lot of people think you have to be special or something, or spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get ungated. It's actually very easy. I'll put a link down below to a free resource that'll share with you step-by-step how to purchase from a distributor. I'll share with you what distributor to use and how you can get ungated very, very quickly. Essentially, you just have to buy 10 of an item, make sure the ASIN's on Amazon, get the invoice, download it, send it to Amazon. Bada bing, bada boom. The profits are coming soon. But I sell tons of DVDs, used DVDs, new DVDs. I also do a lot of sourcing off of eBay to Amazon, thrift stores, auctions. Estate sales is a great place to get DVDs. I've crushed it at estate sales with DVDs. So definitely a great item. Another fantastic item, and you could actually get ungated with this one as well, alongside with DVDs, is CDs. This is an area I definitely want to scale more of in 2023. I sold a little over 5,000 DVDs in 2022. And for this year, I definitely want to continue to grow my media sales, obviously books and DVDs, but I really want to expand more into CDs. I think there's a really great opportunity. Again, most people aren't ungated. They can't sell them. For me, I typically like to stay with CDs and DVDs that are less than 100,000 rank, but the margins are very high. They're easy to ship. They're easy to send into Amazon. And again, if you pick up items that are less than 100,000 rank in the CD DVD category, these items can flip very, very quickly. So I've made a lot of money from these items, and I think it's just a great stepping stone from books to DVDs to CDs. Number 4, board games. I love selling board games. I can't say it enough. Board games, they flip extremely quick. The profit margins are very high. I sell mostly new board games, but you could absolutely sell used board games. The only thing is you're going to have to sell them as collectible on Amazon. I'm not sure why they make you do that. You can't sell it as used. You have to actually list it as collectible. I've sold hundreds of used board games. The only caveat would be you obviously have to make sure all the pieces are there. You have to, double check that there's nothing missing. The same with Lego items. I love selling Lego, used and new, mostly new, the ones that are, perfectly sealed because I don't have to count all the pieces. But a brand new board game, especially something that's discontinued, maybe it's 5 years old plus, these games could sell for $60, $70, $80, $100, $150. You would be absolutely shocked. If you want more videos on flipping board games on Amazon, definitely let me know and I could create some more content on that. And last but not least is video games, right? Sticking in the toys video games category. Video games sell fantastic. I love flipping PS2 games, Xbox, PS3, Xbox 360. I've sold Sega Genesis. I've sold newer video games, Nintendo 64. I really like the older ones, the vintage games. Obviously, make sure you know what you're doing because there's certain games like Pokemon and some of the Game Boy games that are like, what are they? Like the, not repurposed, but they're like fakes. They're like bootlegs or I don't know what the word is, but you got to be careful to make sure they're authentic. The same with DVDs. But of course, certain video games are bootlegs. So do your research, do a Google search. But I've been really safe with PS2 games, Xbox 360, even computer games. I flipped some computer games. Just make sure the ranks aren't too high. I typically like to stay under 40,000 rank in the video game category. And with board games, I forgot to say, I typically like to stay under a 300,000 rank. So if you're new to Amazon, you're trying to figure out what should I sell, 100% start with books. Start with books. Learn the basics of sourcing and listing and analyzing and using Keepa and the sales rank and, you know, how to understand the buy box and listing and pricing and shipping and all that good stuff, right? And then slowly but surely move on, right? Move on to DVDs, CDs, board games, books. There's a lot of other categories as well. There's health and beauty, there's electronics, there's a ton of different categories, but these 5 are really, really good to start with. If you would like more help building your Amazon business, I would also love to invite you to my membership website, which is called Reselling Freedom. You can check it out at resellingfreedom.com for about the cost of a coffee, actually less than the cost of a coffee each and every day. You can learn from myself and 10 other expert Amazon coaches. You can attend live coaching calls almost daily throughout the week. Sometimes we have upwards of 2 to 3 calls every single week. You can learn everything from how to get engaged, how to source, how to list, how to price, how to ship, get involved in a community of like-minded people, because that's half the battle. Knowing that not only you can do it, but seeing other people doing it. When you hit roadblocks and challenges, you have people to ask. You can engage with me. You can talk to people live on Zoom calls. I'm telling you right now, this is probably one of the best resources you'll ever be able to find to step up your game quickly. So if you're sitting on the sidelines procrastinating, trying to figure out how do I get started, I need to figure this out, but I wish I had help, but I don't want to spend thousands of dollars, check out Reselling Freedom. I'll put a link down below in the description. But with that being said, get after it and let's make some money.